All right, time now for Consumer Confidential with KTLA 5's David Lazarus.
Yes, he is here in the studio with us, and we're talking again about quiet quitters.
We are, and for anybody who's a little bit late to the game, what quiet quitters mean are people who are giving only a minimal effort at the office so as to demonstrate that they take their work-life balance very seriously. It is a big issue right now, and it's being talked about by many, many employers. Now there's a new survey out from our friends at Gallup showing that about half of the U.S. workforce would now fall into this quiet quitter category. According to the survey, only about a third of American workers consider themselves to be actively engaged in their jobs. 20% say they are actively disengaged, which means they're just not putting in any effort whatsoever. And the rest, roughly half, would qualify as the quiet quitters, the ones who are just kind of phoning it in, or to put it more politely, they're slackers. Now, this is clearly a thing, and it's a response, obviously, to the pandemic to some extent, but it also has big ramifications for employers. If you've got this many people who are this disenchanted with their work, then obviously employers need to step up a little bit to get workers to engage again. At the same time, workers, well, what are you kidding yourselves? If you put in just a minimal effort, you'll be treated minimally by your employer. But more importantly, this is a key transitional time in American labor history. You've got millions and millions of workers who are now making the case for working at least part-time from home. So the idea of saying, yeah, and I'm going to phone it in as well, that doesn't make your case. So now, if no other time, is the time to go above and beyond and demonstrate that you are reliable, trustworthy, and hardworking. Otherwise, your employer is going to say, no, I think I'm going to get you back into the office where I can crack that whip a little bit.
Yeah, that would never work for us.
Not so much.
No.
Well, it worked for me for about 2 years, but then, you know, here I am.
Okay. All right, Karma catching up with a lending company.
Indeed, and that would be Credit Karma. They're not a lender per se, they are a credit monitoring company. Those guys who look after your credit score and tell you if there's a problem. Well, there's a problem for them. The Federal Trade Commission has ordered them to pay $3 million to their users after Credit Karma issued bogus pre-approved credit card offers. It turns out that they weren't all pre-approved, and about a third of Credit Karma users who applied for these cards, again, supposedly pre-approved, were turned down for the cards. So there was an approval process. Their credit scores were checked, and subsequently, after the negative impact, their credit scores went down. And that was a real problem. In the eyes of the FTC, this was a fraudulent transaction. Credit Karma, for its part, says that they didn't do anything wrong, and they disagree with what the FTC is saying. But to put this matter behind them, they're going to pay the $3 million and move on. This is a reminder for all the rest of us. There are no free lunches in the world of finance. If you get anything that says you're getting something for free, or you're pre-approved, or things are going to be really smooth, always raise your eyebrows and check carefully before you agree to anything, because almost certainly there's going to be a catch.
All right, and then Saudi Arabia basically wanting to edit some footage from Netflix.
Edit's a nice way of putting it. Censor would be another word that comes to my mind. The story here is that Saudi Arabia and 5 other Gulf states reportedly have issued a statement to Netflix calling on the streaming giant to remove some of its content that, in the words of the statement, quote, violates Islamic and societal values and principles. Now, the statement cites no specific examples, but it's widely understood that it's referring to gay characters, same-sex kissing, and the depiction of young people in seemingly sexual milieus, things along those lines. Now, it's not my place to comment on other countries' cultural standards, so I'm not going to go there, but this is reminiscent of how Chinese censors have lowered the boom on Hollywood studios and basically said, you're going to cut certain scenes if you want access to our huge market, and as a result, you face the slippery slope of U.S. artistic output having to be compromised to get the widest possible audience. And that's not necessarily a good thing. So my thoughts here when it comes to Netflix would be, if you're overseas and you don't like what you're seeing, don't watch it. I'll have more on this at KTLA.com in just a few minutes.
All right, great. And then you'll be back at 1 o'clock, too.
You bet.